Hi guys, Thomas and Friends47 here, and today we're taking a look at the Thomas and Friends All Engines Go Donald. And here we can take a look at the packaging. It looks very interesting. You'll see that you have the image of the character up there at the top right. Of course, the name here at the bottom. Here's a look at the side of the packaging. And I'm going to be honest with you, I was shocked when this came out and was like 50-60% that it was fake when it was first released. And then I saw the pictures of it, and I was like, well, I don't know yet. And even having it in my hands now, it still feels weird. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just something that I never thought we would ever see in All Engines Go. Alright, now that we've seen the packaging, let's take a look at Donald outside the packaging. And here we can see he looks absolutely incredible. They put so much detail into this engine, and it amazes me how much detail is in this engine. So on the side here we have the great lining details, we have the nameplate at the front, very nice, but we also have handrail details on the boiler, we have handrail details on the cab, like we have the whistle detail, the lining on the tender. I mean, it's all amazing, and it really, again, surprises me just how much detail is on this engine. Taking a look here at the front, we can see we have the great buffer details, great face here. I think it looks absolutely adorable. And then the funnel detail there, of course, the cab, all very nice. Here's a look at the other side, again, pretty much the same, but that's okay. Here's a look at the back of the engine, back of the tender, I should say, and then back of the cab there. And then we can see the front of the tender there. Alright, here's a look at the top of the tender and top of the engine. We can see the funnel detail, the dome, the whistle, and of course the colo detail there. It looks very nice. And then here is a look at the bottom of the engine. Very, very neat. Alright, so now we're going to see how to put batteries in Donald. And all you're going to do, just like the other All Engines Go engines, you're going to unscrew the screw here at the front of the engine. We're going to lift off the battery cover. And this engine takes 2 AAA batteries. Always test the motor before putting everything back together. We're going to put it back together there, and we'll tighten that screw. And then Donald is ready to roll. Alright, so while Donald runs around on this little loop of track that I have here, I want to give some thoughts about Donald. First of all, I think he looks absolutely incredible. This is one of the best engines, in my opinion, detail-wise, in All Engines Go in motorized form. The handrail details, the whistle detail, the buffers, the nameplate, I mean, it just all looks fantastic, and they did a really great job here. Donald has yet, at least at time of filming, has not come out in All Engines Go yet, so we don't know what the character is going to be like in that universe yet. But I'm very excited to see how that turns out, and of course Duck as well. But it's still kind of crazy to me that the fact that I own an All Engines Go Donald, this is the first Donald in my collection in motorized, and that's kind of crazy to me. I never expected to own an All Engines Go version of Donald before a classic Trackmaster version or even a Bachmann version. Donald and Douglas are engines that I've always loved as a kid. They were really classic characters. I was very excited for them to come back in CGI, and I have always wanted them in Trackmaster. I've just never been able to get them. The prices on them are kind of crazy expensive, and I don't mind paying for Trackmaster models. That's not what I mean, but you know, the models are only getting older, and a lot of the faces, they don't have the painted details, so it's just the plain gray with eyes printed on top. So for me, if I'm going to pay that much, I would rather, you know, buy a custom or make my own custom that's going to be more detailed. So I've been struggling with that for a while, but when I saw this model came out, I was like, I have to get this, I have to pick it up, and it does not disappoint. I think it's wonderful details. If you can find it, I do highly recommend it. I actually bought this online from eBay, and it came from England, just because I can't find it anywhere here in the States just yet. So anyway, that's my thoughts on this model. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now.